Okay, and welcome to The Elder Scrolls Legends, which is a customizable card game, also known as a CCG. It shares quite a lot of similarities to another game. You may have heard it. It's called Hearthstone. Some people have played it around. I mean, I hear it every now and then. But it's similar to that game, and I wanted to do this series. There were some people in my channel that kind of recommended it to me. I am a big collectible card game fan. Fantasy Flight's Android Netrunner, which is the actual physical card game, not just a digital expression, is one of my all-time favorite games ever. I think it is absolutely phenomenal. I played heavily competitive for a long time. I won every single tournament and regional that I went to. I was going to try and go to the Worlds, but my family always came first, and it just wasn't very good because Aiden was just born, and it just wasn't good timing at the time. That being said, though, several people have recommended me this game, and I'm doing this for a couple reasons. One, to kind of show the game, learn something new, something I might be able to enjoy for a little while, and then two, one of my goals is, it's a very lofty, ambitious goal, because one, I'm going to learn how to play the game. I've kind of read a couple of articles, so I kind of understand the gist of the game. But I'm going to try and do a 100% free-to-play run and hit Legendary Rank, which is similar to Hearthstone. Every single month there's ranks that you can climb. So I'm going to also do a free-to-play, meaning I'm not going to spend any money, and try to make a deck that makes it to Legendary. I believe each season is 1 month. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like from what I've gathered. It is already October 10th, so I'm already a bit behind, as well as not knowing the meta, not playing the game, so I have a big challenge ahead of me. I'm going to go through the story. The story is how you unlock the rest of the game. I want to get the story knocked out of the way as soon as possible so I can start doing dailies, so I can start getting some gold and start being able to get more decks or arena runs. So we'll go with that. I will eventually look at what I am going to probably modify somebody else's top tier deck. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing with legendary cards, but let's see what we can do and get on with the story.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was, and what yet will be. And they have revealed much to me.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies are massing for another attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen. We have the scroll we came for, and this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden, whether they are true or not. And this is one you should hear. It comes from the Great War that nearly ended the Empire. It began when the High Elves slaughtered every Imperial blade, calling themselves the New Aldmeri Dominion. They and their allies swept through the Ram, even capturing the Imperial city itself. The Emperor fled north, leaving Cyrodiil to the invaders. This is the story of a forgotten hero who changed the very course of history.
So one thing I do note already is that it definitely emphasizes the story aspect of the game. Hearthstone, I know that they do have like the wings, but I mean it's pretty much off of World of Warcraft, so the story's not too in-depth there. But this is a nice little refreshing case. Okay, so now we get to choose our avatar. Looks like we get to change our portrait. Hailing from the inhospitable mountains of Skyrim, Nords are fearsome and hardy warriors. As a Nord, you will more quickly collect cards, rewarding you for relentlessly attacking your foes. I do not like the English vocabulary, the vernacular. You will more quickly collect cards. I don't know, it just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. What else have we got? So these are cards for, this is probably aggro. You'll collect orc cards more quickly, reflecting your ability to lead other orcs into battle. As a red guard, you'll more quickly collect weapon-related cards. As a wood elf, you'll more quickly collect cards that prey on weekend foes. As an Argonian, you will more quickly collect cards that reward you for playing a long game, so like probably tanks and healing and things like that. or with lizards, probably like regeneration. As a Breton, I think it's Breton, you'll more quickly collect cards that can deflect damage. As a Dark Elf, you'll more quickly collect cards that harness the power of the Fallen, so probably like Death Rattles, since I'm comparing a lot of this to Hearthstone. As a High Elf, you'll more quickly collect spell-related cards. As an Imperial, more quickly cards that build large armies. As a Khajiit, you'll more quickly collect cards rewarding you for nimbly attacking your opponent. And we're back to the Nord. Let's go ahead and let's start with Imperial. When it says build large armies, I'm assuming that they're like tokens, kind of like a token deck. For Magic the Gathering, that's usually like green, usually has a lot of tokens. But that was a long time ago. Who knows what they are now? And this is more like probably like the Paladin, summoning like 1/1. So I'm going to do that. Plus, this guy's cool, and I love purple. I think that's going to be my avatar. Yeah, let's do that.
Bring me a warrior with strength and courage. That Nord looks adequate. Bring the mortal forth, and for his opponent, that one.
I'm assuming that that's me. It's cool. The cinematics remind me of Guild Wars 2. Okay, so it looks like that there's a treasure chest I can get by defeating a certain amount of opponents. Act 1, prologue. I'm assuming that that's a cutscene. Either way, we'll just hit play. Tier.
Why do I have a feeling they're going to kill us either way?
Mud crabs. So a lot of these cards are from the Elder Scrolls universe. Mud crabs are very popular.
Your creature.
Okay, so there's nothing really to click on, kind of like Hearthstone, but you can kind of click and drag and see these runes, which is kind of cool. So if you click on a card, okay, it just shows a bigger version. Right-click doesn't seem to do anything. Right-click and left-click. So this person is a Strength, and I am Strength and Willpower. Okay, so we're going to play 1 mana, 1/2.
In the lane.
In the lane. Which is superior to his crab.
Ready to die.
A 2/2.
Attack one of their creatures with your scuttler.
So I would go after this so that it's alive, but I want to put this down, and I don't want this guy to kill my 2/2. So I'm going to go after this, and that leaves my 2/2, even if he attacks it, is going to be a 1 health left. Yeah, so far it seems like it's very similar.
Fight, they deal damage equal to their power.
Cheers for that. Yeah, so cost, attack, defense. Got it. So it does look like it's similar to Hearthstone in that you get 1 mana, 1 whatever term they're going to use in this game. It doesn't look like it goes up to 10. It looks like it goes up to 12, actually. Discard pile. Oh, deck. Wow, 31 cards. That's a big deck, actually. And that's an end turn. So we'll go ahead and put down an archer.
Any mead in their blood?
So I do not have a favorable trade this turn. Ooh.
You drew an item. Play heavy battle axe to improve one of your creatures.
Okay. Well, what I could do is I can just win the game now. Yeah. We'll just.
You now.
Reduce your opponent.
Yes, thank you.
You're pretty good with that axe. We work together. We might have a chance.
Maybe. And looks like they have a normal XP bar, so pretty similar to Hearthstone in a lot of different ways. Did I just say pretty similar with a bunch of different ways? Oh, okay, so rewards. Game rewards, so that's probably for the match, and then a level up.
As you level up, you'll be able to upgrade the starter cards in your collection.
Interesting that you can upgrade. That's kind of cool. And Crushing Blow, deal 3 damage. And Orc Clansman. Give a creature +1/+0. Not bad. So 3/2 worth of stats, basically.
I'm Tyr, one of the Blades. 2 of us, a dozen of them. It's almost a fair fight.
So it looks like we're becoming friends with this Tyr fella. So we'll go ahead and play the next level. It's got a laser beam between the two.
Most games have 2 lanes. Creatures can only attack enemy creatures in the same lane. Choose a lane for your scuttler.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so one of the new things, this is one of the things I read about this, is that there's different lanes. So that means creatures in here can only attack creatures from there. So you might be able to push through and control 1 lane. So it's kind of interesting. Do you want to control 2 lanes? Do you want to just control 1 and have more damage per turn than they do? Interesting. I like it. Ooh, Orc Clansman.
Orc Clansman. He'll strengthen one of your creatures.
Very good. Okay, so we'll play this guy over here, so that way we have both sides contested.
You take on me.
And we will give him the +1.
Attack the
Good job.
Their deaths will please the Queen of Shadows.
Okay, so I don't want to trade a 2/2 into a 2/2, so I'm just going to attack the face. If he wants to trade for it, that's fine. I'm going to put another 1/2 over here. So that way, if there's a 1 health minion, I can send him, though, to attack. So at least I got 2 damage to the face for that. Oh, that's okay. I'm doing 3 damage, he's only doing 2, so I'm winning. Oh, even better.
Valenwood Huntsman.
I'm actually going to put him over here. I'm just controlling this one really hard. And let's go ahead and do 1 damage there. And next turn is lethal.
I'll grind their bones.
So probably kill this one. Yeah. So all I have to do is 1 more damage. Oh, there we go.
Actions per
So this is a 1-shot ability.
Great.
I wonder what happens if you, like, bad manner him and don't kill him this turn. We'll just win. I threw a beer bottle at him. That's hilarious. So we were fighting some cultists. Oh, another one. Strength and Intelligence. So I'm guessing that that means that you can use those 2 colors of deck. So there's red cards and blue cards in his deck, and I've got red and yellow, I think. Let's get some more reward. Medic, give a creature 2 health. Summon. I'm assuming that that's like a battle cry. When fire imp attacks, deal 2 damage to your opponent. That's nice. That means if I attack a minion and kill it, I'll still do 2 damage to the face.
These mortals must not be allowed to reveal Lord Narathan's plans. Destroy them.
Destroy them. Excellent. Okay, so we'll move on to the next. Yeah, so this has a lot of similarities to Hearthstone, so if you'll have experience with that, you'll probably catch up on it pretty quickly. This is a free-to-play run. I'm not spending any money on this, so if you would like an alternative to Hearthstone...
Magica to play your card.
Okay, that's a term, so instead of mana or whatever. Fiery Imp. Oh, I've got a hand now. Okay. So, I'll go ahead and just put it on this lane for now. Scamp, huh? So I've got a 3/2.
Your Magica increases by 1 each turn.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit face for 3. Most likely this is going to die, and I don't have anything good to take this out next turn. It seems like it's a waste of 3 damage, so I'm going to put this over here on this
Their
side.
deaths will bring glory to the Empire.
Yeah, it's not worth doing 3 damage to that and then putting this down to 1 health. Oh, that's a direct counter, though. That's unfortunate. Oh, I got a medic, though. Or do I... No. Let's do this. This way I can kill his 1/1. But this will give me 4 health, which means I can kill this guy. Let's do that. Get the value out of it. And I've only got 2 mana, but I can't do anything else. So next turn, I think I'm going to do... Give a creature +1/+1. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, he didn't attack me. I will kill... 3/2. It's a 4/2. So I could do this, and then trade this and this into that. That's not a great thing. This is most likely going to die to that. But I could just put out a 3/4 to have it start tinking some of these mobs. Let's do that. I think I like that a bit more. Let's put that over here. Because if this goes into here and trade, at least I have a 3/4 over here.
Hey, tell me where it hurts.
Yeah. Yep. I'm wondering why it's not trading into the 1/1. Maybe it knows that I have the deal 1 damage. Ooh, deal 3 damage. So I can only play 1 card anyway. I think it's worth taking out that 1 mob. Because that's going to let... Well, I've only got a 1/1 there. It's not really important. But that's fine. It's 3 less damage. And it saves my medic for another turn. It's not bad. So next turn, I still won't be able to cast both spells. Are you finally going to go after this guy? Ooh. Giving me some weapons, huh? Now I'm going to go ahead and kill it. And I'll put the 3/1 over here. Oh, I can. Okay. So let's put this. Do a damage to that. Trade this guy in. That's good. And then put this over here. There's a good chance it might just cash into there, which is fine. I win the trade. Because this was a 2 cost, this was a 1 cost. So I'm ahead on card advantage and tempo. Draw a card. It's a cool spider. Artwork looks really nice. Ooh, +4, +1. I think that's GG. Oh, I don't even have to use it. Here you go. Oh, I can't cast it on another person. Interesting.
For the grave, for honor and glory. Are stronger than I thought, Lord. But you will not be able to prevent the color. Blood will flow, and my master will let loose darkness on the world.
The Culling. Edward Culling? I know it's Cullen, but cool. I leveled up, so that means another pack. And I think the pack just lets me upgrade a card. Doesn't look like I get to choose the card to upgrade, though, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. So it looks like I'm just getting these red books for upgrades. So you're a 4/2, and now you are a 6/2. Wow, I've noticed that the health of minions is relatively low for the most part. It seems like, because there's 3/1s, 4/2s, 6/2s. I wonder if that's going to be a common theme. 9/1. Fireball. Damage 1 to all enemies. Not 6 damage to face. Battle Rage Orc. Charge! Added to your deck. Cool. Bandit Ambush.
The Dramora's words unnerved the hero. They journeyed north to meet Laneth, a sorceress friend of Tyr's, well-versed in Daedric matters. But the road ahead was far from clear.
Look what we have here. Standard fee. Hand over your coin or you die.
This is our road. Nobody passes without paying a tribute.
We haven't got any money. As for taking our lives...
So one thing I noticed is that my webcam's probably covering up the bottom right, which is where my mana is. Let me wait for a match to go in, and I'll figure out where to put that. I don't know why. I'm not a big webcam fan, but for the past week and a half, everyone on my channel has been requesting it, and I finally put it on.
You will lose a rune and draw a card.
Draw a card. Interesting. Well, that's an interesting mechanics.
Everyone pays a toll.
So that's like a anti-aggro deck or philosophy. That's an interesting mechanic. I like it. I'll have to try and play with it more, but I kind of like it. That means you sometimes might not just attack face because it might give him an extra card, which might end up changing things. Okay, let me go ahead and change my position. Let's go ahead. I think just down this bottom right is perfect for now. I will just put it all the way right there. There we go. Okay. So 1 mana. I can give a creature. So this could be a 1/3, or I could do a 1/2. Let's go ahead and put the 1/3 over here. Can I target myself? Perfect. That will take this guy out for free.
Coin for your life.
The power of the hist fills me.
And this might attack this, in which case this and my Skiddler will take it out.
Take some of them out before they overwhelm us.
Okay.
Tell me where it hurts.
So I'll do both of these, and the reason why is if this attacks my 2/1, it will die. If it attacks one of my 1 attacks, then I can send the other one in, which is a pretty good trade.
You won't even see me.
Each time
Nice.
you lose a rune, you draw a card.
This one grows impatient.
Charged creatures can attack immediately.
I think I'm going to use that to take out the cat. I was going to do this to put 1 attack on this guy and send my medic in for maximum value, but I think my charge is much better over here.
Ready for anything.
Let's go ahead and have you feed.
Tell me where it hurts.
And the next turn...
Everyone
ugh.
pays a toll.
So I think I'm going to put this over here.
Bend the wall.
Tell me where it hurts.
So he's going to draw a card if I attack with both. I think I'm going to keep it... Nah, it's the early game. Early game I don't think matters as much. I was debating about not attacking him so he has 1 less card to work with. That's a cool mechanic. I like it. There's more actual thought to the game. Summon 2... Okay. A lot of 1/1s. Ooh. That is a very top deck answer. Yeah. Oh, and it does for him too.
Not in my city.
So now he's going to have a lot of cards, but he's only got 6 mana. So he might put down a little bit of trash, but as long as this lives, I just win. Or, if this dies and this lives, I got 3 damage here and I win. Got the cat people going after us. And it does not look like... Yep. GG.
Not in my
Cool.
city.
El Banditos died.
The last bandit, seeing his fallen companions, dropped to his knees. He said that if the hero spared his life, he would show them where the robbers had hidden their ill-gotten treasure. But the merchant demanded justice.
And what did your hero do?
+2/+2. That's actually good. It's not good on turn 1, though, because you obviously need a minion out. Or a 1-cost destroy a creature with 2 power or less. If this was a 0 cost, I'd probably take it. But a removal of 2 power or less is actually pretty good. I'm going to get the execute. Even though I'd rather spare the bandit because I'm kind of a nice person, but execute it is.
The bandit's villainous career ended there.
Game rewards. 2 of them. Shield. Guard. I'm assuming that that's like taunt or wall if you're familiar with magic. And then guard. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming that that's like taunt. Okay. Got a couple of taunt cards now.
Dominion guards.
Halt! We're looking for a rogue blade who matches your description.
There must be some misunderstanding.
What kind of misunderstanding?
The kind where you thought we'd come quietly.
What does this mean? Everybody gets with an Altmer protector in each lane. Well, that's cool. I kind of like that you're not always just fighting a normal deck versus a normal deck, that there's kind of like... That's the one thing I did like about Hearthstone was the wings, and basically the adventures were actually pretty kind of interesting, because it changed up a little bit. The Dominion troops have 2 guards already in position. Yeah, so guard is, I think, that little wall thing. Yeah, so it's like a taunt. Let's go ahead and start working on this guy over here. Ooh, 25 health now.
By the ancestors, I will never surrender.
Ooh, see? Execute already.
Guards must be destroyed before you...
Yeah, that's fine. So this is a 2-3. So if I execute this, I can attack face. He'll probably attack here. What I could do... A 3-2 would get destroyed by him. So would the 2-2. So what I could do is I could... Or do I just want to give up that lane and start working over here? I'm going to stay over here. The execute is a surprisingly interesting idea. Maybe I'll get the one card that lets me do 1 damage to something.
You have no idea the power I wield.
Child's play.
Or he could just be really bad and just attack face instead of taking this out. Ha! Ha! Punished. Punished.
Shall be so.
Okay, so... I could execute this. No. We got 3 mana, so an execute and a clansman. So I could execute this guy. Orcs clanman this person and have it kill the guard. Or do I want to have this do 1 damage? I feel this is a better play.
Take on my clan, you take on me.
Now,
And then if this attacks... Ooh, maybe I do want to execute this one actually then. Because otherwise I lose my 4-2 instead of a 2-1. I think my 4-2 is more valuable. Let's do that.
you have no idea the power I wield.
Are you going to attack this guy yet? Oh, that's my card I drew. Aw. Shame, I killed my 4-2 anyway. Hive Worker. An insect. Okay, got 4 mana. I can only cast 1, so I might as well put my big creature out. Let's put that over here in this lane.
It shall be so. My blade is thirsty.
Yeah. This way, this can take out the 2-3. Aww. Oh, okay. Wow. AI is really bad.
Lies of law.
+1, +3.
On your guard.
Ooh, if I put that on here, so this will allow it to survive. Let's take that out. Let's go ahead and let's do... So this will make it a 3-4, and then a 3-2 if I... Yeah, let's do that actually.
It shall be so.
And then another 2-3 over here.
My blade is thirsty.
I kind of like this dual lane idea. It's kind of interesting.
No idea the power I wield.
Draw me a card. Wow. If it does... Oh, it's going to attack that and die anyway.
Lies of law.
That is going to be a really good turn for me. Okay, so is Fireball the best? That gets me... I can have this. That means I do 10 damage to face. I could do this to take out 1. I think I do Fireball here.
Tell me
You
where
attack, face.
Hear and obey. It shall be. My blade is thirsty.
And it is going to give a bunch of cards to them, but I have really good board control right now, so I'm okay with that.
Their time is at an end.
By the ancestors.
So unless they have a taunt, I win. Because I've got lethal. Yep, I got lethal.
My blade
Tell
is
me where it
thirsty.
hurts.
I hear and obey.
Cool. The Dominion Guard. Intelligence and willpower, I want to say? Willpower. So yellow is willpower. Did it level up? Yes. Nice. Oh, a yellow deck. Hive Worker. Interesting. So I can choose to make it a 3-6 with Taunt, or Guard, I guess I should say, or a 6-3 with Breakthrough. Breakthrough excess damage is dealt to the opponent. So this is like Trample from Magic the Gathering. I don't think that Hearthstone has any similar mechanic. So basically, if I attack a 1-1 with this, I will do 1 damage to the minion and then 5 to the opponent. So I think I... Excuse me. I think I kind of want the breakthrough a little bit more. Because that guarantees a lot of face damage, and you might even take 1 or 2 minions out with it. Although a 3/6 taunt is not bad. I'm wondering if this prevents me from getting the other kind of card later on, or is this just a card that it can evolve into? But we're going to go for the breakthrough. Mostly because I want to see the mechanic, and 2, I think it might be a little bit better. Because that way if they have a guard with like 4 health, I could still do damage to the face. And a yellow card. 4/7 with guard. It's a Stranglethorn Tiger. Divine Conviction, friendly targets have +0/+1. So ongoing, that must mean like it's an enchantment. Magic the Gathering terms. Ongoing, I don't think there's any kind of cards in Hearthstone. There are sort of with the with some of the adventures that you can do. There's kind of ongoing cards. When you summon another creature, you gain a health. Not bad, actually. Got the Lion, got Aslan.